Is the music on? Hello? This is... Oh, okay. I just had to restart YouTube, or the YouTube video. Okay, well. I'll be here if you need me. We'll let people come in. Alright. Oh, it's about to... Well, welcome back to another episode of At the Ends of Eras as this, drops. Is it gonna drop? Oh, it's very... I thought it was gonna be more explosive than that. Oh well. But welcome back to At the Ends of Eras. We are still on our main quest Death March, where basically I want to get this quest done by the 9th, which seems pretty reasonable by the definition of done that I've been using. Because it's technically already completable by a definition of completable. So now all I need to do is really just integrate it into the rest of the story. And I guess figure out what it means in the broader context of it, or like bring back some of the things that I need. But okay. Let's do a playthrough, I guess, so I can double check all the bugs. Alright, so he should be... So yeah, here's where he is after we've beaten it. He's just hanging out here for now. Maybe I could do his alternate, because this guy's also supposed to have some, like, tattered clothes. Well, I don't know if I'm really... Maybe, like, a hat or something, to just show that he's different than the other guys. Also, I still someday want to fix the, adjust the movement there. Wait, did the fucking music... Okay, no. The music just restarted for some reason. Something is going wrong with YouTube. And my audio. Whatever. Okay, so let's just restart the game. I'll give myself a bunch of stuff and teleport to him, but then otherwise I'll try not to cheat at the quest to make sure that it's actually completable. Well, I don't actually care. Because this is still just in the... like, first draft phase of the game. I'll have to figure out when I want to make the game playable as well. I guess it'll probably be, like... Because eventually I want to put a demo on Steam. I guess that'll probably be 2025. And it'll either be the intro area or some other cordoned off area. Okay. I mean, also... Also, I'm thinking about... there's the GMTK Game Jam that, admittedly, maybe I shouldn't do, since the last time I did it, I felt like I had to go to the hospital. Because I was, like, in, like, enormous amounts of pain, like, unusual amounts of pain. And it took until, like, 1 in the morning for the pain to subside. I don't even know, I still don't even know how I actually, like, was hurting so bad. Because it was, like, in my throat. It wasn't even, like, a headache. It was weird. I think it was that the stress was making my jaw clench up. Somehow. Okay. So eventually, I need to do a better system for the doors. Because I have been thinking, I probably just need to have just a press Y to interact with NPCs thing, because then I can use that for the doors, and I can use that for all the other items. Because then it would also solve the problem of, like, these guys have, like, circles that appear, and they can be very inconvenient, because, like, now I can't walk past this without talking to him. But okay. Thankfully, we did need to talk to him. Oh, wait. Let's get the volume under control a little bit more. Because it is... the volume... well, whatever. I can never get the volume right. It's always too quiet on the other end. Or one end or the other. But okay, so he is looking for this shelf. Then we have this. Would she really be just like, oh yeah, this is just normal home, after the rotating, like, map leads to a secret passage? Because that's what that dialogue was. In fact, I should probably be rereading this dialogue, because I haven't actually read through it in a while. Oh yeah, need to fix that. That'll be, I guess, one of the things we can do today. Alright, so we got a small key. Oh, this isn't even a door, what the fuck? Let's see, did I find anything? Found this? Oh yeah. This is funny. Because it just tells you what the combination is right now, because there's no puzzle. That's for the second draft of the quest. Okay, so we took the small blah 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 and the key. I think... I was gonna say he should leave there, but I don't care. Okay, so maybe here, I'm gonna add our little catch-up zone, because otherwise I literally can't get Redford into this area. Yeah, because he's just having the time of his life in that wall there. Yeah, because otherwise I have to drag him out here, go along this, go up here, and then hopefully coax him into... I've coaxed him too far. I've done too well. There we go. So now he's down here. But then if we go this way... Yeah, he's not going to be able to follow us because he doesn't really understand this whole thing. Okay. Oh, wait, let's just put a note there. Where should the note be? Fixes. Add the catch up zones. Yeah, because now the only thing I can do to actually make the game completable, or to make this quest completable, is come out here, so yeah, so he teleports there. And then we'll come back in here, and hopefully he will... There he is. And then we have to talk to him like 4 times or something, yeah. Okay. And now... Okay, so well, I think the final fix for this quest, just to make it, like, beatable from beginning to end, will be just adding that little catch-up system. And then I should do the writing stuff, but I'm not in the mood for it. Maybe I should just power through it, or just start on it and hopefully get into the mood for it, because that is just the sort of important thing here. Because otherwise this quest is just good enough for now. It gestures toward the things that I will want without me actually having to go through the work of implementing them yet. I mean, also, eventually I should make these look better. Because they were meant to look like the little, like, evergreen shrubs, or whatever they are. They look so bad. I do like this, system, though, that I made. A very clever little, animation thing. But okay. Enough of that. We have the things that we're gonna do. So we're gonna do this one. And that requires actually implementing the custom things. But let's go to this and start working on that. Okay, because what all we'll do is go here. Where should it be? Let's area. Basement catch up. I should have aligned these boxes here. Oh well. Oh, and also we're listening to the Elder Scrolls soundtrack. Let's see. Oh wait, no, not shop. Shape. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I'm thinking I'll probably do more game streams, because yesterday, for those who didn't watch, I did a bad game stream where I played E.T. and some Atari games, and that was a lot of fun. Admittedly, more so playing the actually, like, good Atari games, because I'd never really played anything on Atari, so I wanted to see what that era of gaming actually had, because, you know, it's easy to, like, just dive into some old thing and not understand it and be like, wow, this is bad, because it's incomprehensible, and all the sounds are bleeps and bloops, and the graphics are terrible, and not really know what that means. So I just played a selection of, like, good and bad Atari games. An adventure, for example. I honestly think it is a solid game. Like, it's a game that I would probably come back to. Let's see, I think I need this. Because it's going to be basically when the player enters this box. In fact, it should probably be smaller then. Because it should be like the player comes like into here. And then the NPCs like do their emergency teleport. Ooh, in fact, what if I have it so that when the player walks into this box, if Redford isn't in the radius, he teleports to here. I'll do that. So basically it'll be like a vague attempt at like respectability or like maintaining the illusion that the NPCs don't just teleport directly behind you. He'll just teleport to here and then walk around the corner for you. Why did I have this anyway? Like, what was my plan with this? I guess my thought was that I was gonna have like a labyrinth shape here. I probably will eventually. I have tons of ideas for this quest that I'm just not gonna do yet. But okay, we'll have that, and then we'll have another one of these. So this will be like final area catch up. Hi, it's going well. I'm making the final bits of the actual like base mechanics for this quest, and then once that's done, I will dive into all of the writing that I need for it, because that's really going to be the part that I'm putting off. But right now I'm doing a little area where when the player drops down into this, any follower NPC you have, which will be Redford, because he's the guy that is supposed to be here, will teleport behind you, or teleport to a convenient area for you. Yeah, let's just put him like right here or something. And it'll basically just be... Let's do like this. I think it should probably be like entities... Oh, I have navigation already. We'll just call this a catch-up. So we'll do like... Connect. Body entered. Self. So if body is player body and global dot follow. I guess like this. Okay. Function has order. Oh, nice. Yeah, eventually I should do something nice with stairs, because right now I just have to replace them all with ramps, and it's very tedious. It would be nice to just have, like... Oh. Well, one, even if I do keep it as ramps for physics, it'd be nice to have cosmetically the feet plant to the ground like it's... like they're actual stairs. Let's do, like... return stat? We'll do like that. Actually, let's just get like... get follower. Ooh, this is gonna be difficult because I don't think we have NPCs. Or we don't connect the NPC here. Maybe what I can do instead is emit a signal to, like, teleport to somewhere. I'll just do that. So, like, let's do global... Oh, wait, no, let's do, like, a call group. Active follower. Teleport to, and then ref.global transform. So it'll have to have this reference node. Okay, so now all the NPCs need to do is when they add them, when they're dismissed and when they start following, they need to add themselves to this active follower group. Let's actually call it like catch. Well, let's just call it catch up. So catch up fails are like reference. Oh wait, no, transform. Okay, so if player dot transform origin or diff equals. So the difference will be the player's position minus our body's position. And then if diff.length is greater than our outer radius. What do we call this? Do we have these actually marked anywhere? I just realized. Okay. We will then do a body.global transform equals reference. So basically, all it needs to do is it checks if the NPC is too far away from us, and if it is, it just teleports to where it should, you know, this nearest reference position. And then, admittedly, this won't solve the problem of, like, if he's behind a wall, but still technically close to us. How do I fix that? I guess I'll leave it as it is for now. But okay, teleport failsafe. No, we don't need any... I guess we don't need anything else from here for now. Except for to start following. Set as follower. So let's do this. So like add to group active follower. And then we can dismiss by remove from group active follower. And we could have the extra failsafe of, like, is current follower, but I think that actually won't work. But okay. I think this works. Unless there's something that I'm missing. Oh, right, we already beat the game. Let's load this entry part, because I think this one... Yeah, he's just there. Oh. There's still the bug where he doesn't know that he's a follower. Do I still have that? Sometimes Redford forget to be... Okay, so this is specifically... our entry load. Is it bugged? Okay, let's see if... Oh yeah, that's probably gonna soft lock the game. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay, so that definitely soft locks the game. Let's put that in fixes. I think. Just put the dialogue in the wrapped thing. Or I guess for now, mention it in the dialogue at the cabinet. There we go. Yeah, we need to reload this. In fact, while we're here, let's see if is current follower is the thing that we're missing. Nope. Okay, so now it just works. Oh, right. So why is it there that he says that, actually? So it doesn't seem like a bug with the load. It seems like a bug with that specific line of dialogue. Oh, right. These are all my things. Let's close these then. Where is, so what's the dialogue I'm looking for? Assist me. Care to assist. Zoom quest. Oh, it shouldn't be main speaker brain following. It should be is current follower. In fact, I'm pretty sure every time I use brain following... Yeah. Because following is actually specific... That function specifically checks if he is, like, literally in the process of walking toward the player at this moment, or if he's not. Where is current follower is the thing that I'm actually looking for. There we go. Oh yeah, let's not soft lock the game. Okay, let's get all of our things. Oh wait, why? Oh, I must have kicked the door, that door as well. E. 3, 5. I mean, eventually I need to re-implement the camera collisions with the geometry here, but oh well. Okay, so he needs to see that. Oh yeah, the entire point of this was to make sure that the oh wait, I just booted him. Hang on. I think I teleported him in. No, I didn't teleport him into here. But I should make sure that that isn't a possibility. Because I thought I had jumped down into there and then realized that, like, getting into this doorway, if I teleported him in there with me, right, but I changed it to make it so that the shape is just here, so you have to actually be inside the basement. Because, yeah, otherwise if you walk into here and he teleports into here before you unlock the door, that wouldn't be very helpful. Alright. There he is. Look at that. So does he have anything else? He does. Has his little poetry bits. And he's having his, he's having the time of his life. But now, he should be in here. Is he in here? Let's double check that this function is being called. So it should be catch up. And then if that fails, we'll check to make sure that the whatever it is being called. So that's not being called. So let's go to this and see this one, maybe. Oh, wait, no. Did I do these wrong? No. They're correct. So this isn't even being called at all. But why not? Because we have our shape here. Oh, I didn't even put the... Goddamn it. I didn't even put this on. What's wrong with me? Okay, it might work now. Let's just reload. Because it should have saved everything when we ended dialogue with Redford. Beautiful. Redford is not here. Oh, it's up here. We should also have... I know what we should have. We should have a direct line from the player to Redford. So we're going to do this. Var C equals... Oh, wait. or C equals ray to player W. Func ray to player W. Physics direct space state. There we go. And what is E? Yeah, let's just do this. Oh, wait. Nah, let's just copy and paste the code. It's different enough that I can't actually make a convenient function for it. So we'll do if s minus e. Oh yeah, because we also don't need that. And we need this. Yeah, this is actually, looking at it in more detail, it's a completely different thing. Yeah, because this was teleporting behind the player a certain distance. So now I need to figure out where to get... Oh, right, I can just do this. So we will start from the player, and we will end at the body. So then if the distance... Actually, let's do if c.empty. Or if not c.empty, or this length is greater than the outer radius, we will teleport to the reference, which basically just means we have to be able to... we have to be able to see where the player is. Okay, there we go. So now when we do this again, we should be able to just walk down to him. Or he should just teleport down to us. Eventually, maybe. Why did that not work? Fascinating. It has simply stopped working now. Okay, so that worked. So how... Hang on. Spawned in. So if current follower and not spawned in. Spawned by global. What are these things? Like persistent location and all that stuff. I don't understand it. Let's make sure that this is actually working, though. Because he should be in this group, active follower. Okay, he's not. So let's do if spawned in, then add to group active follower. Because that means the NPC that is just placed into the world. Okay, he's guaranteed to work now. Maybe. And now we catch up to the NPC. Invalid get index mesh. Oh, right. There we go. Look at that. Now he's here. Because now, even though he was in that convenient radius, he does the emergency transform or whatever. And what I can do as well is if I don't provide a transform for a reference, I could do a failsafe. So let's do that. So like, if not reference, teleport failsafe. And let's also remove these like shadowed variables here. Yeah. Though actually, now that I've done that, I think I might prefer to have it do something else, but oh well. There we go. So now, that does that. Okay. So now we have a simple catch-up system. Functionality. Leaving the player two things. Yeah, so eventually those would be good. Okay, so these should all be safe to ignore. These I'm still curious about, but not that curious. I'm messing this up. Okay. Some small fixes. Oh yeah, I should double check that I fixed the bug with the dialogue when you go up to the door, where he doesn't where he like forgets that he's following you. There and there. Wait, no. Load, game, R, entry. Okay. So now that works. So let's check that off on here. So sometimes that. Redford disappears when we reload until I move around. Make sure autosave when exiting dialogue is after any effects. Do I want... How many of these do I want to fix? Because really what I should do is dialogue. And medium stuff. But I'm not in the mood for it. I mean, I haven't been in the mood for it since I've started this. Because I started working on him, what, last week? And I still haven't actually done any of the stuff I'm supposed to do for him. Because now I'm thinking like, oh, what if I, you know... Oh. Well, eventually he'll get it working. Okay, let's try to brainstorm what actually I want to do. And I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna save all these billions of things that I have on this other side. Okay, because that was, one of these was like an idea, so where do I have ideas at? Let's just put it like... idea. So this is a completely different thing. This is, so now I'm just like managing my stuff over here. Okay. So we have all of this stuff done. Captain Redford. So he was a captain in the war with in the Valar Yakaz War. Loyal or something. Now, what am I saying? Loyal to Brown. About Christian. I guess ignorant of other religion. Jackie. So Jackie was raised Christian. Uneasy relationship with church. Religion as a whole. Also ignorant of other religions. So how does this impact the medium? So if I were to... I guess if I just think to myself while he's waddling around, what is it that I need here? I think it'd be nice if Jackie, or if Jackie's, I guess, history with religion could be mentioned at least. Because I don't need to dive in, like, they don't need to actually have, like, full-on religious, like, conversations. But I suppose briefly mentioning it would be good enough. Because there's also another character that Jackie knows from her, life beyond Yakaz that she can interact with, and I can use that for further, specifics of her life. I mean, the time shift thing is literally just slowing down time. Like, it doesn't do a whole lot on top of that I'm not, or that is time taken away from the medium. Though I do think there'd be a good idea for having something like the... Yeah, because I get what you're saying, of, like, it would be easier to make exploration if the medium were just something you could use on things. Christianity. Specifically, the main protagonist and this guy are the only two Christians in the area, because it's predominantly a Muslim country. And I want to sort of figure out if that's an interesting avenue, or an avenue worth exploring for the game's story. Because it is sort of just the opportunity for it to happen. But no, right now I'm riding around thinking about it. I don't really care. Like, if people find controversy with it, that's basically, it's literally not my problem. But, let's see. Because, yeah, basically Jackie, I think, sees... Because she grew up... The lore is... She was sent to, like, a religious boarding school. And so she sees it mostly as... Or mostly with negative connotations. Because she didn't like her time at the boarding school, and she didn't like her time basically being lectured constantly. And so now she's sort of... That has become, like, her view of organized religion. And I think Redford, so before he became a little spider guy, he was actually, like, a relatively upper-class, like, military captain. So I think that sort of biases him to see religion... Well, I guess he's... You know, because he's basically from a good place in society. So he's biased to see society in a positive light, because he benefits from it. Yeah, and I was raised in a pretty agnostic family, because my mom was Christian and my dad was atheist. So we occasionally went to, like, Sunday school and things, but I have much more of a... I guess nowadays, like, a neutral attitude towards religion. Yeah, and I'm also thinking... Because I did think of having... Basically, Jackie can find an annotated Bible in the house that we're at, and that's the source of a lot of the puzzles in that little segment. But I also don't know if that would be tacky to have, like, religious themed puzzles in some abandoned house. So I might think of something more interesting with that. Or maybe you do just get an annotated copy of the Bible and you can just ask about it or something. But yeah, and plus, to make religious themed puzzles, I'd have to read a lot more. I think, like, review the entire Bible or something to look for interesting or useful passages for that purpose. So, religious to science puzzles. Or religious science puzzles. Could be interesting. Though, the story isn't really about any sort of conflict of religion and science. It's more about... Honestly, I guess it's more about religion as a social tool, both positive and negative. Or at least that's how religion is in the game. Though admittedly, the game only briefly touches on religion. Because I'm also thinking, because the game takes place after, in this Muslim country where basically an extremist movement similar to the Taliban is now the government, so it's an emirate. And so I think I want to explore the, I guess, relationship between these extremist religious movements. Yeah, I don't know if it's been perverted or if it's just always been also a tool for power. Like, because you'll hear a lot, like a lot of scripture for the Catholic Church was specifically so that the church could get more land, for example. Yeah, because I think there is religion as a tool of, or as a source of, like, integrity for a person, or, like, integrity and comfort in a person's life. But I do think this is maybe just sort of my... Well, this is just my perspective on it, but I feel like a lot of religion is basically a tool for, like, top-down, like, defining morals for a society that you want to be in, or the person who controls the religion or religious scripture wants to exist. And so there is sort of the question of, like, religion as a political tool and religion as a separate thing from politics. And even the notion of, like, is there a separate religion? Or is there a religion that is separate from politics? Because, like, this game takes place in a fictional world where all the locations are fictional, but then there's the awkward thing of, like, what language do the Muslims in the game speak? Because if it's not Arabic, then it's not Islam. Like, then it's not, like, then it's a different thing. Like, Arabic is the Islamic language. Yeah, it's all society. And then, like, if I ever mention Jewish people, like, Jerusalem is, like, Jerusalem and Israel in history are, like, extensively talked about in the Old Testament. So, like, if I have the religions of the real world, but none of the locations, what do I even have? What even is in the game? And I don't know if I want to actually deliberately lean into that, like, the absurdity of trying to make an allegory for places without an allegory for religion. And it's also something I've been thinking about is all organizations eventually become self-preserving in the sense that, like, you know, a church might be established to help the community, but eventually it will be an organization to help the church, you know? Like, eventually religious doctrine is a tool to encourage people to join a church and encourage people to, like, do what the church, or do what is beneficial for the church itself rather than something other than the church. Yeah, because basically I think any large organization, like any organization that's large enough where you can become part of it without really feeling like part of the outside society, has that problem of, like, self-preservation. Like, even, like, for example, police departments will oftentimes stop being really about protecting civilians and more about protecting the police department, you know, or like the revenue of the police department, or like the police officers and the police unions and things like that. And so you'll find that basically everywhere, even in, you know, even within organizations, of like maybe an organization's accounting department will make a presentation about why the accounting department needs more needs more funding or something like that. And that is a theme that I've wanted to explore, but I don't know if this is the game for it. I have other ideas for a game like that, though. Let's see. I guess I can start putting down those notes. So, like, what would I use? I guess... So religion as societal control, like, versus religion as, like... as, like, a source of integrity and comfort in, like, a person's life. And then... I guess... I'm trying to think what exactly that would be. Because admittedly, now I'm also just kind of, like, roaming around. I guess this could just... I guess maybe he doesn't directly affect the medium very much at all. And instead, I can just get a bunch of notes from him, and then we can use those notes elsewhere. Let's see. Hang on. I also need to make sure. Okay. Yeah, so I think what I'm actually going to think about is... what notes could Redford give me? So maybe I can just have topics of, like, religion and blah blah blah. And then have those, so that way Jackie can ask people more specific questions. That'd be interesting. So that'd be a thing where the player can just get more out of people, basically. Let's try that. Let's do that now. So we're gonna say, for the medium, no direct effect. However, there will be new notes. And so what I'll do is I'll probably have, like, for the simple demonstration, let's have, like, 5 notes. And then, like, I don't know, 5 people to ask or use those notes on. So religion as control versus comfort. I don't know, because we do also have the question of Christianity in the region. I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I guess maybe, like, what would I say as well? Like, so like a top-down religion versus bottom-up, because this is also an area where it's just the state religion. So it's literally as top-down as you could get. View terrain. Because I think up here, there could be some people who could talk to us about Christianity specifically. Because there was a mission up here with a very small church, but only 3 people were actually members of the church, basically. And then they have a complicated relationship because the church was itself, I think, in my head, run by pretty nice people and a pretty positive contribution to the community, but it was also from a country that then invaded and tried to take control of the entire country. Hi, welcome back. I'm currently trying to figure out what little, I guess, topics of discussion we'll get out of this little quest here. Because eventually you're just going to get a bunch of notes, and you'll be able to ask people about those notes, and it'll be, I guess, specifically focused on religion. I should figure out this area. Oh yeah, this area as well. Because they're a fictional religious group for the region that were then driven out. And so I guess it's then a question of... What is it a question of? Religious freedom, I guess? Because this area explicitly does not... Well... I'm not sure exactly. But I guess I'll also go through this area. Because it would be fun to do some more environmental art once I get the main story done. I guess I'm thinking also religion and women. Because I guess sort of a vital bit of perspective in the game is the fact that Jackie is a woman, and so therefore has a different relationship to, like, especially like this sort of Victorian era Christianity that the game has, which was very explicitly like women are subservient to men. And then also this, you know, because this is a hardline Islamic region, which also has, you know, women are explicitly like not meant to come on into public, or like very limited in their public appearances and things like that. So I guess the question of, like, I don't know, why is religion like that for women typically? Because I mean, I also have like a bunch of Hindu books that are also quite explicit about the position of women in society. And so I guess it's like, you know, how positive is Jackie ever going to be about religion if that's what she's being taught, you know, as like a teenager in school? But I guess then again, there are people, or there are women who genuinely follow along with that sort of stuff. So I guess then it's like, I don't even know how to write that sort of perspective. I think the idea of women and men having different positions in society, it made sense when men, like, hunted animals with their bare hands, but after that, it's kind of stopped being relevant. Like, because, you know, like, if the domain of men is killing things with their bare hands, then it makes sense from, like, a biological perspective, because, like, yeah, muscle development and stuff like that. But otherwise, there's not really strong evidence, I think, of, like, any usefulness of a sort of division in society. Because, like, you know, like, I don't know, a tax accountant, that's not really, like, the man's domain, even though I assume it's predominantly male. Because at a certain point, it feels just like cultural inertia that's lasted, like, tens of thousands of years. Well, I guess just thousands, really. Because we were hunting animals with more or less our bare hands pretty, not, I guess not that long ago, really. You know, we were probably chucking spears, like, what, 1200s, maybe? I mean, religion's been around for a long... Like, Christianity's been around for a long time while we still were chucking spears at, like, animals. No, but I guess we would at least have bows. But yeah, bows are also quite physically demanding. So yeah, like, if you want to be a bow hunter, then yeah, maybe it's a job that's naturally biased towards men. But yeah, I do think a surprisingly large amount of society is based around life before we had, like, guns, basically. Because, I mean, like, you know, like, if Islam, or I guess if an Islamic government was really serious about protecting women, they'd just give every woman a gun. Like, you would just give every woman, like, a fully automatic handgun and just call it a day. I guess that's a good one. Cultural inertia versus, like, tradition and cultural inertia. Because I've also been researching, like, the Taliban specifically, and they have a very specific interpretation of Islam that's derived from, like, tribal life in Afghanistan. So it's these traditions that have lasted since probably before Islam, and have now been melded into it. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Syncretism is the word that I'm looking for. I learned about that in my Russian studies, because they have a mix of, like, the Orthodox Christian and also old pagan traditions of, like, superstitious magic and things like that. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna actually get much writing done. I'm just gonna want like ride around a little bit. Yeah, basically instead of giving Muslim women headwear, you just give them a gun. Wait, got a text. This might be the end of the stream because I'm still on call for my job. Well, tragic. The Orthodox Church specifically, or the Orthodox Christianity. But yeah, I'm also on call for my job, and it was an alert. So I will have to come back later, kind of relieved, because then that means that I don't have to flub trying to figure out what to write. But yep, well. I'll be back tomorrow. See you later.